Get in here, get in here, get in here. Good morning, guys. How are you doing? I hope you are having an amazing morning. If you saw my live this morning, kudos to you. Early bird gets the worm, okay? But I know you're sitting here, you're waiting for a recap of yesterday, right? I know. Because what? Y'all want the tea. So yesterday we got a chance to hear from Eddie Garcia. He was the security guard at the time for the Intercontinental incident that occurred back in 2016. Eddie Garcia went on to proceed to tell us about how Diddy's assistant KK not only called him multiple different times at the hotel, but also proceeded to call his personal phone number, insinuating and stating, "Look, we need this video footage." Garcia stood his ground at that time and said, "Hey, you're either going to have to speak with management or either you're going to have to get a subpoena for this information." Then once again, KK calls back and puts Diddy on the phone and says, "Hey, Eddie, my angel, I know you can make this happen." So Eddie proceeds to go and contact his supervisor, which was a gentleman by the name of Bill Medrano. It's Medrano. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. You get the point. But contacts him and says, "Hey, look, I have these people on the phone. It's Diddy's people. They're saying that they want this video. I already told them that it looks really, really bad." Bill responds back and says, "I'll do it for 50." They ask him, "Well, what do you think Bill meant by that 50? That he would give them the video for $50,000. So then in turn, Garcia calls Diddy's people back. KK answers the phone and informs Diddy, hey, he wants $50,000 for the video. Diddy says, "Let's do this right now." He gives Garcia the locations where to meet him in West LA. He goes to this condominium high rise while he has told the rest of the staff under Bill's instruction, "Hey, tell them that you're out on an errand for me." He proceeds to take the flash drive that he was given from Bill that contained the actual video footage and goes to this building now. He said that he was super, super nervous, right? So he proceeds to tell Diddy that he's coming down with something. And Diddy informs KK to go make Garcia his favorite tea, right? And then Diddy takes the flash drive, goes to the back room, comes back and asks Garcia, "Is this the only copy?" Garcia says, "I'm not sure." Diddy says, "Make sure it's the only copy." So Garcia gets Bill back on the phone. They double confirm that. And then Diddy starts to put money in a cash counter. And it ends up being $100,000 instead of $50,000. And walks Garcia back down to his car. Diddy tells Garcia, "Do not make any big purchases with the money." Then Garcia walks us through how he split up the funds, how $50,000 went to his supervisor, Bill. Then $20,000 was given to the responding officer, which was a gentleman by the name of Henry Elias. And then he proceeded to keep $30,000. They even asked him, "What did you think the extra $50,000 was for?" And he said, "Oh, for myself and Officer Flores." But they already knew that he was very, very straight and narrow and that he would not go along with their plan. So then Garcia tells his account of everything else that he experienced, how later on he reached out to Diddy asking if there was any work in LA. However, he never heard anything back from him, and that was in an Instagram post. However, Diddy did reach out to him on Easter, wishing him a happy Easter. So now we're going to digress from Eddie Garcia's testimony now to Diddy's CFO, Mr. Ferguson, okay, who was with Diddy from 1998 until 2017. Just think about how much information that he knows. So he proceeds to go through what banks Diddy's companies are ran through. He named HSBC, Signature Bank, just to name a few. And then he also proceeds to talk about the different money transactions and how the business is actually laid out through a series of multiple different LLCs that are listed under an S corp, which seems like typical business. However, they brought up the topic of the $20,000 that was transferred in from Cassie Ventura for the payment of not releasing that X tape. They even brought up how Diddy used and had a Black American Express card, and that he used it not only for business but also personal as well too. So now we're also going to hear today potentially from Frank Piazza, who's going to give us that forensic analyst testimony about digital findings that they found not only on cell phones but also laptops and any other digital devices that they may have found additional information on. So I'll be back soon to tell you guys more, but make sure you like, share, and comment on this video, and tell a friend to be in my live tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll talk to you guys soon.